Edges are not things, but events. They are movements of approach, hesitation, contact. Every edge is a verb, folding, rimming, verging, gapping, not a noun. How one treats edges reveals one's manner of being. A careful hand that smooths a fold, a reverent step across a threshold. These are spiritual gestures. To live attentively is to touch edges with care. Edges never end, they only turn. Every rim gives onto another space. Every gap yields new form. The world is an infinite sequence of thresholds, a labyrinth of continuities and interruptions. Consciousness is the universal rim of reality. It surrounds every appearance and opens every void. Awareness itself is the eternal edge, where being looks upon its own unfolding and calls it world. Things are not in space, they are space appearing as form. What we call matter is the play of openness folding upon itself, density as disguised translucency. Opacity is other space seen through the lens of contraction. When awareness tightens, openness looks solid. When awareness relaxes, solidity reveals its transparency. Both the translucent and the dense are equally spacious. Stone and air differ only by frequency of openness. Both participate in the same boundless continuum. No object excludes space. Every form is its revelation. Space is not blocked by appearance. It shines through appearance as the appearing itself. To see clearly is to participate in what is seen without dividing from it. Observer and observed arise together, two ripples of one luminous medium. Before time or world, there is uncommitted openness. Creation is not an event but a relaxation, the letting be of potential that never needed a before. Person and world are the momentary freezing of fluid openness. Consciousness congeals into its own light, into its own image of continuity. The self is a slowed vibration of the infinite. The world may be seen as a stable order of objects, a frozen pattern drawing energy from openness, a continued tendency towards constellation, never complete, pure openness in which no freezing occurs. Each view is true at its level. The fourth is the transparency of all the others. Reality liberates itself through these views in sequence. Every exercise of perception is a thawing, the gradual return of the solid to the fluid. The body is not matter in space, it is patterned openness felt as density. To travel within the giant body is to wander through gradients of luminosity, masquerading as flesh. Mind, emotion, and body interweave as one texture of knowing. Feeling is thought thickened, sensation is knowledge slowed to the tempo of touch. The person becomes translucent when partitions between body and mind and thought dissolve. Identity fades into radiance. The human form becomes a moving window of awareness. Observation and embodiment polarize from the same field. Each act of coming out from experience is a half turn of the field observing itself. To stop coming out is impossible. To see the tendency is liberation. Awareness need not abolish duality. It only has to notice its own oscillation. Finite structures can be space without being finite. A mountain may appear bounded, yet extend beyond all measure in the dimension of openness. True knowing begins when the knower is deactivated. The self-centered light blinds itself. When extinguished knowledge dawns as impersonal luminosity. Space is openness not exhausted by appearance. It is not a container, but the living continuity of all events, unfragmented presence beyond dimension. Every phenomenon can be traced backwards to the spacious source. Follow solidity to its vibration, vibration to awareness, awareness to the stillness that is itself knowledge. The discovery that everything is space is itself space realizing itself. Realization is reflexive. The mirror recognizes that it has always been reflection. Imagination can open perception beyond its freeze. When visualizing the inner body, fantasy becomes ontology, an instrument of direct seeing. Space is not imagined. Imagination is a function of space. To picture openness is already to participate in its self-presentation.